Well, good morning, everyone. A great big howdy to everybody. I trust everybody had a wonderful Easter. I hope the weekend went well and you were able to go and worship at the churches of your choice and your profession. And we've had a nice weekend and we are well into April, as Liam just said. I have a report here from the Department of Agriculture that highlights an ongoing program that they have been featuring promoting Century Farm ownership. And the details of this are as follows. Century Farm program seeks to recognize 100-year-old and older farms. There'll be a reunion coming up at the State Fair, which is being planned as we speak. The North Carolina Department of Agriculture's Century Farm program is looking for farms that had been in continuous family ownership for 100 years or more to join the more than 2,000 farms already in the program. The program exists to honor farms for their long-standing contributions to North Carolina's rich agricultural heritage. Every 4 years, the North Carolina State Fair hosts a reunion to recognize Century Farm families. This year's reunion will be held on Monday, October 21st, which will coincide with the week-long event at the fair. The Century Farm program was first held at the 1970 North Carolina State Fair as part of the fair's Salute to Agriculture theme, said Agriculture Commissioner Steve Troxler. Our longtime farm families have been the backbone of North Carolina's #1 industry, and I am looking forward to celebrating them this year. Being part of our Century Farm program is something to be very proud of, as it speaks to the hard work and dedication families have invested in keeping their farmland, Troxler said. I encourage anyone who is eligible to apply to this program, and I encourage all members to plan to attend this year's reunion. There are 2,006 member farms in the program, with 97 of the state's 100 counties represented. We'd love to have Century Farms in all 100 counties, so if you have a qualifying farm in your family or know of one in Dare, Graham, and Swain counties, please fill out an application, Troxler said. Johnston County has the most Century Farm members at 84. Sampson County comes in second at 73 farms, and Robeson County rounds out the top 3 at 70 farms in the program. Century Farms represents a small fraction of the total 42,817 farms in North Carolina. The Bowie family is one of the most recent additions to the program. The farm is owned by 16 grandkids and great-grandkids of the late Sampson Bowie of Robeson County, who purchased the land on the eve of the Great Depression in 1923. My grandfather took pride in ownership of the land, said Deborah Bowie Decker. The primary cash crop was tobacco, and other crops sold were cotton, peanuts, soybeans, corn, cucumbers, and pecans. The family still operates a small produce operation on the farm, managed by a great-grandson, Kevin Bowie. Kevin is also an ag teacher at Fairmont High School in Robeson County. There would be tremendous joy and pride by my grandfather to know that we have maintained the farm he started long enough to be a Century Farm family, said Decker. The sign and certificate we received recognizing this milestone is important to our family, and we look forward to our first Century Farm reunion this fall. The Century Farm program is a free recognition program managed by the North Carolina Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. To be eligible for the program, the farm must be in the continuous ownership of your family for 100 years or more. Additionally, the Bicentennial Farm Recognition Program recognized farms with 200 years or more of continuous family ownership. Eligibility for both can be determined from an abstract of title or original records such as original deed or land patents. Other authentic land records may be accepted in certain cases. Title to the property today must reside with the blood relative of the original owner or a legally adopted child of the descendant. Continuous residence in the state or on the property is not required. So this is the background to that. It'll be a great celebration. Applications can be found by accessing the North Carolina Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services website, and can be done anytime from now till Monday, August 12th. The deadline for submitting your applications is Monday, August 12th. So this will be something to look forward to, and it will be an added feature at the North Carolina State Fair. We are moving well into the springtime and approaching summer, and a lot of people look forward to having gardens. But to have the best garden, you have to keep your land in good shape. And one way to be mindful of that and to be attentive to that has to be with submitting soil samples and finding out if the soil is deficient in any micronutrients or anything like that. The weather's warming up and gardening and lawn activities will soon be in full swing, which may include taking soil samples to be tested for agronomic recommendations for many growers and homeowners. It is a good idea to test the soil if it has not been tested in the last 2 to 3 years. Also, testing is appropriate when starting a new garden alone, planning to purchase topsoil, or if significant amounts of compost have been added. There are no state laws on topsoil quality, so it is best to test topsoil before purchasing. With our current turnaround time to receive a soil report being only 2 weeks from sample submission, now is an excellent time to submit soil samples. And that is a reminder from the lab in Raleigh. Peak season soil testing fees are set to expire April 1, and homeowners and community gardeners are encouraged to collect their samples now to be ready to submit them after that date. So we are already beyond the date of April 1st, and this will be an ideal time to submit a soil sample. The North Carolina Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, Agronomic Services, continues to implement improvements to better serve growers and homeowners. Upgrades to the website and the customer portal known as PALS, P-A-L-S, that's an acronym, which accesses laboratory services, have helped it to be much more user-friendly with step-by-step instructions and pictorials. Homeowners are directed to a soil testing page, and this page on that portal is uniquely designed for homeowners to give advice regarding gardens and the topic we're talking about now. A frequently asked questions section on the home page is useful for finding answers to many common questions. Homeowners should understand that a soil analysis is only intended to provide a soil fertility status with recommendations. Our lab does not test for pesticides or other soil contaminants, so the lab says. Growers and homeowners are strongly encouraged to submit samples using the online submission through the PAL website. And PAL, again, is identified P-A-L-S in capital letters. This allows the client to complete the soil submission sheet in the PAL portal and then print a soil submission sheet that is required to accompany samples. We also recommend printing an extra copy for your records, so they say. Information for online soil submissions and accessing reports is found at this critical link. A link on the Agronomic Services homepage for PALS is provided. If a customer previously submitted samples online, a unique PAL account number will be assigned to each customer. Providing this number on the submission sheet is highly encouraged to help the lab easily identify the client. Landscapers are required to provide their information as advisors and submit a soil submission sheet for each of their unique clients with full name and customer contact information. Clients who do not want to use online submission can find fillable submission forms on the website. Clients must complete all required fields, including name, address, phone number, email address, county and payment method if the peak season fee is in place. Information provided on the soil sample box needs to match what is on the submission sheet. Each soil box should be filled to the red line on the box to ensure sufficient soil to process. To avoid damage to samples when shipping, use a sturdy shipping box and thoroughly package boxes to avoid movement during transit. Do not send soil samples in flat mailers or envelopes, since the soil box will be crushed. Before shipping, make sure the shipment includes all boxes and completed submission forms, plus retain a copy of the submission form for personal records. A full list of lab services can be found by visiting the division's website, or you can contact the Agronomic Services Division there at the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. So this is something that is highly recommended, and it is they do a good job. They process hundreds of boxes of soil samples, and the results that they come up with indicate sometimes land is deficient in lime, which will affect the pH, and the pH will affect the growth of the crops, as well as other deficiencies in the soil that can be corrected and assure for a better, more thriving, more complete garden. Changing subjects, ladies and gentlemen, many of us always have a big desire to have a nice pickup truck, and that is certainly true on the farm. And pickup trucks are very needed and necessary, but along with so many other things, the cost of them keeps going up, and the cost continues to escalate in a terrific way, really. So let's look into some recent pickup truck purchases, their average cost, and the brands that are the most popular. The majority of our farmers, despite the cost of a pickup truck, are willing to spend on an average, this is based on a survey, of $60,000 or better. The main feature they want on the new trucks, the new models, is four-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive top feature is what farmers want in the pickup truck that they have or in the one they're getting ready to buy. In a recent Farm Futures survey, nearly half of the respondents said they would pay up to $60,000 for a new pickup truck, and about 10% are willing to open the purse strings and spend as much as $100,000, that is, on a pickup truck. With over 800 respondents to the August survey, the top desired trait by far was four-wheel drive. Check out the other top traits as we consider. According to the Good Car, Bad Car polling and automotive sale database, these are currently the most popular pickups in the United States. So here are the trucks that are the top sellers all across the nation. Number one on the list is the Ford F-Series. Number two is the Chevrolet Silverado. Number three is the Ram pickup. Number four, the GM Sierra. Number five, Toyota Tacoma. Number six is the Toyota Tundra. Number seven is Ford Maverick. Number eight is the Chevrolet Colorado. Based on the 2022 Farm Progress Readership Survey, which offers a broader sampling of equipment ownership, 93% of respondents own or lease at least one pickup, and they average 2.3 pickups leased or owned. So the average person in our society, and this would include our farmers certainly, but people other than farmers, we have an average of 2.3 pickups leased or owned. Comparatively, 68% of respondents own or at least one automobile and average 1.7 vehicles. Nearly a quarter of all farmers in the Farm Progress Readership Survey intend to purchase a pickup truck in the next 3 years. And again, the top feature has to do with four-wheel drive. They want a truck that is heavy-duty, sturdy. They want a truck that is mid-size, ideally, has a good towing package, a V8 engine. Fuel economy is considered. Passenger space is considered. The reputation to be easy to maintain and keep running, the torque, the color of the truck, and a flatbed rather than a box. And so our pickup trucks are becoming more fancy, needless to say, and we certainly do like them. I see my time is all but up now. I've enjoyed being with you. Thank you for allowing me to tune in. I look forward to next week. Have a good week, and God bless.